Adding humor as you're talking with people can be a risky business, but it could also add interest and sparkle to your conversations. People like, listen to, and trust more to those who make them laugh. A study conducted by Jeffrey Hall, who's a researcher from the University of Kansas, observed two different men having conversations with people out in public, and afterwards he interviewed the people about how they felt about these two men. The first man, who was considered extremely smart, had a poor performance in trying to be funny, and the second man actually had an average intelligence.
Okay, so that's me and you.
Demonstrated he had a great ability to make people laugh in his conversations. Surprisingly, at the end, he discovered that many of the people that talked with these two guys all perceived that the second man, who was funnier, came off as more intelligent
or the opposite.
The first man. This could really be a problem in many life situations, such as if you're trying to talk with a girl and they start to feel that you have a poor sense
Motherfucker is clip art for the video, man.
of humor. Isn't that right, Jake?
Absolutely, Chris. Humor is perhaps one of the most important ways to attract girls, which is what my YouTube channel, Inner Game, specializes in. A really good reason for this is, for example, when a girl...
Bro, we're going through the Tate we're going through the Andrew Tate pipeline right now. Huh? Wait, what?
She releases massive amounts of dopamine in her brain. Dopamine is known as the feel-good hormone. And
shit.
interestingly enough,
There
women
must
release
be a
more dopamine
science.
than men do. So, being funny is a huge important step in building a stronger relationship between you and the girl you're talking with.
That is awesome. Coming up at the end of this
This is a great video. This is a great video. That is awesome, Jake.
video, you will have learned 3 new styles of humor that you can use effectively so you
Okay,
can be the next
write
star
this
of your
down.
future
Look at this guy. He's
conversations.
killing it.
Let's get started.
This is awesome.
Making people laugh really comes down to your understanding how the sense of humor works.
Bazinga.
You see, the sense of humor is essentially how you connect different things together in an unexpected, surprising way. But after learning that, the only difference you really need to know is how to adjust your style of humor to different kinds of people and situations that requires different types of humor. So Jake, what's a great start for beginners to help them get started?
The first type of humor I recommend for beginners to start with is called misdirection humor. Misdirection is mainly based off the audience's assumption, and you'll realize it's quite simple to use.
Here's a misdirection humor. Today I'm actually gonna PB. Am I right, guys? You know what I'm saying?
The idea behind this humor is setting up an expectation of whatever you're talking about that's going one way and then saying something that goes the other way. It can be as easy as setting expectations in the first couple words, or you tell a story and then flip it into something unexpected. Doing this makes you look like you have great situational awareness, and you have the ability to come up with a clever or comical observation. It also makes you look like you're able to think on your feet, which shows others that you're charming, and you have the ability to win people's affection and interest. So first, before you end your talk with something that the other person expects you to say, you should ask yourself, what does my audience expect me to say right now? Once you've figured it out in that moment what they think you'll say, it's simple from here on out. You just need to say the exact opposite. Essentially, this is called the punchline because it's based on revealing that what we expected to happen did not. In fact, something completely different happened, and the less we expect what actually happened, the funnier it becomes.
Your hair looks good. Not.
Here's a great example of misdirection. I heard an old wise man once say, never follow anyone else's path. Unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path. Then, by all means, follow the path. Expected to hear more about why you shouldn't follow someone's path. Then, when the punchline came in, it might have surprised you enough that it actually resulted in a laugh. That's basically misdirection. I definitely recommend trying it out.
The next type of humor you can use is called self-enhancing humor.
Hey chat, I'm the guy that had the second date. She cancelled on me after she went to therapy. Real life is the best joke.
Humor involves the ability to laugh at yourself, such as making a joke when something bad has happened to you. It's also trying to find a humor in everyday situations and making yourself the target of the humor
Electric
in a good-natured
makes
way.
a
Here's
sub.
an example that I personally did that you can do. Whenever you make a mistake in public,
I
you
wasn't
can
paying
simply make a
attention.
joke about it and laugh it off. Not only your embarrassment will lessen, but it also will help you come off as more fun to be with. Say that you slept on your butt at a party. You can just get up, dust your pants, and joke. No rips, no holes, nothing to see here, people. Carry on. In this situation, it's similar to misdirection.
This is some Reddit fucking joke. What? Dude, what? This is so bad.
Because people anticipated you to say sorry about that or something along those lines, but instead you misdirected them with something surprisingly positive for yourself. Almost 100% of the time you'll find other people laughing with you and not at you.
And finally, we have affiliative humor. This is a way of amusing others to
What?
facilitate
Humor, but you have a coupon code?
relationships, and this is a powerful style to use when you meet people for the first time. This is
Okay.
because it is positive and inclusive. This can work very well in the workplace. It also works well in any sort of team building activities, and you could actually use it at a dance party. Remember, to make other people laugh, you need to be relaxed, or else your audience will not feel relaxed enough to laugh with you. Here are some examples that use affiliative humor that you can use for starting conversations. Excuse me, but I do think it's time we meet. This will put a smile on
What?
You came to me last week looking for a potion to make you funny. Did it not work? Why are you looking at a YouTube video? Oh no, your hair. I must have gotten the bald potion mixed up with the funny potion. Oh well.
Most people's faces without sounding too intimidating. Or you could say, what kind of old person do you want to be? This really intrigues people. Everyone hopes to get old, and so they will have an opinion. Also, it will make people smile because you are talking about old age.
What's the joke? Wait a second, what? What? This just took a turn.
As something positive. This is an unusual twist on an everyday topic.
I want to be the kind of old person that can get away with having outdated
Testicles.
Which will make people interested. The third thing you could say is, what present would you buy me if you won the lottery tomorrow? Of course, if you
Thank
just
you,
met the person,
RPOs.
this is funny because they probably wouldn't buy you a present. The fourth thing you could say is, if you worked at a circus, which job would you want to have? This is a good one because
Hey
it will
chat,
test
if
their
you
sense
worked
of
at a
humor and
circus, what
lightheartedness.
job would you like to have?
Here's a few tips that we
Laugh!
recommend that you should know about as well. Number 1, try to work the joke within the
Laugh!
context of the conversation. Number 2, don't ask if you want to hear a joke. Let it be a surprise. Number 3, have a strategy to fall back on if
Holy
they don't
shit, they got my hair in the video.
get the joke. For example, I like to use, I guess you had to be there. Number 4, breathe. Take a breath and pause before and after the punchline. Number 5, smile and wait for the joke to sink in. Really, don't be the first one to laugh. And that's pretty much how you can start using humor effectively into your future conversations. I hope you found value in this video, and I want to say special thanks to Jake from the Inner Game channel.
Thank you so much, Chris. It
Yo,
was a huge privilege being
Drake's
here,
in
and
chat,
I'm so
how
grateful
to
for
be
the
funny.
opportunity.
It's
Click on the card
really,
above or in the-
really, 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 really simple. That's how you be funny.